Welcome to Pattaya Info, your trusted source for local updates, breaking incidents, and important developments happening across Pattaya and the surrounding areas. If you are living here, visiting for vacation, or simply following Pattaya news from abroad, you are in the right place. Tonight, we have several important reports from Pattaya, all occurring within the last 24 hours, so please stay with us. We begin with an urgent warning for tourists and residents after Pattaya police launched an investigation into a group of foreign suspects believed to be targeting visitors through a clever distraction scam. Authorities say two separate incidents happened on the same night with nearly identical methods used each time, and the victims in both cases lost significant amounts of cash and valuables. According to police reports, the first case was officially filed shortly after 1 a.m. on April 9, 2026. A 21-year-old Chinese tourist, identified as Miss Du Yi No, arrived at Pattaya City Police Station together with her boyfriend to file a complaint. She told officers that earlier that night, around 9:12 p.m., the couple had been walking near a restaurant known locally as 99 Chown in the Nong Pru area. While they were walking, two foreign men approached them. The suspects appeared friendly and relaxed, and they started a casual conversation as if they were simply tourists making small talk. The men then asked the couple if they could see Chinese currency. They claimed they had never seen Chinese money before and were curious about what it looked like. At first, the request may have seemed harmless, and according to the victim, there were no immediate signs of danger. The suspects acted polite, calm, and non-aggressive. Believing the request was innocent, the tourists handed over their wallet for a moment, thinking the men only wanted to look. But police believe this was the exact moment the theft occurred. The suspects returned the wallet quickly, acted normal, and walked away without creating suspicion. However, shortly afterward, the couple checked their belongings and realized money was missing. They reported that approximately 1,000 Chinese yuan and 5,000 Thai baht had disappeared. Even more concerning, the victim also noticed that a gold ring weighing about 2.5 grams was gone as well. Authorities believe the ring may have been taken during the same distraction, possibly while the suspects were handling the wallet and engaging the couple in conversation. The total loss is estimated to be worth tens of thousands of baht, although the final calculation depends on currency conversion and the value of the stolen jewelry. The couple immediately reported the case to police, hoping investigators could identify the suspects through nearby surveillance cameras. But the situation became even more alarming when police received a second report of a similar crime later that same night. This second incident was reported around 11 p.m., involving two Indian tourists, and once again, the suspects reportedly used almost the exact same approach. According to initial information, the suspects again pretended to be friendly strangers, starting a conversation and asking to see foreign currency out of curiosity. Then, through distraction and quick hand movements, the victims were robbed. Police say the descriptions of the suspects in the second case strongly match those given by the Chinese couple in the first incident. The second robbery happened roughly 2 kilometers from the first location, suggesting the suspects may have been moving through popular tourist zones and nightlife areas searching for easy targets. Authorities now believe both crimes could be connected to the same organized group. Pattaya City Police have officially recorded both complaints and are now actively reviewing CCTV footage from the surrounding areas. Investigators are also working to trace the suspects' movements before and after each incident. As of now, no arrests have been made, but police say this case has become a priority due to the pattern and the risk to tourists. Authorities are also warning visitors to remain extremely cautious in public areas, especially in nightlife zones where distractions are common. Police are advising tourists not to show large amounts of cash in public and not to hand wallets, bags, or personal belongings to strangers, even if they appear polite or friendly. Officers also encourage anyone who may have experienced a similar scam to come forward and report it immediately. Now, we move to another major incident from Pattaya involving a late-night police operation at a luxury entertainment venue. In the early morning hours of April 9, 2026, authorities conducted a raid at what was described as a high-end five-star KVT location following a tip-off regarding possible illegal drug activity. The raid took place at approximately 3:36 a.m. It was led by senior officers from Provincial Police Region 2 Investigation Division. Among the commanding officers present was Police Lieutenant General Kiatisak Saratong Oy, the commander of the Investigation Division for Region 2. He was joined by Police Colonel Anek Saratong Yu, superintendent of Pattaya City Police Station, along with multiple investigators and local police units. The location targeted in the raid was situated near the Penyat Chang intersection in Nong Pru. Authorities described the venue as a large and luxurious commercial building operating as a premium KVT establishment. Police say it appeared to have strict security measures in place, possibly designed to monitor outsiders and delay law enforcement access. According to investigators, the building featured multiple layers of security. There were guards stationed at the entrance, a keycard entry system, and hidden surveillance cameras positioned outside, including cameras reportedly concealed in bushes. This level of security raised suspicion among officers, who believed it may have been used to protect illegal activity. When police arrived, they had to call out multiple times before the door was opened. Officers stated that security personnel delayed access for several minutes, opening the entrance only after about 5 minutes of repeated demands. Once the doors finally opened and police entered, chaos quickly followed. Investigators reported that many people inside the building attempted to run, hide, or escape into different rooms. The venue contained multiple private rooms, which made the situation more difficult to control. Police say it took over 2 hours to fully secure the premises and locate everyone inside. By the end of the operation, a total of 34 individuals were detained. These included 19 men and 15 women. Among them were 17 staff members working at the venue. Police reported that most of those detained were Chinese nationals, including both customers and employees. During the initial search, officers did not immediately find illegal substances on the premises. However, due to the strong suspicion and the citizen tip-off, authorities proceeded with standard investigative procedures. All detained individuals were transported for urine drug testing. At the time of the report, the results were still pending. Police have stated that if any individuals test positive for illegal drugs, charges will be filed according to Thai law. Authorities also said that if evidence shows the venue was knowingly allowing or supporting illegal drug use, the business could face serious legal consequences, including possible closure and prosecution of responsible parties. This raid is part of ongoing efforts by Pattaya police and regional investigators to reduce drug-related activity in nightlife areas and entertainment venues. Officials have repeatedly stated that they aim to protect both local residents and tourists by ensuring entertainment businesses follow the law, and they have also emphasized that inspections and enforcement actions will continue, especially in locations believed to attract high-risk activity. Now, we turn to another incident from Walking Street in Pattaya, where police officers assisted a foreign tourist found heavily intoxicated and unable to care for himself. This situation occurred at approximately 3:45 a.m. on April 9, 2026. According to reports, a foot patrol team operating in the Walking Street area received information from Pattaya City officials about a foreign man who appeared unconscious and in serious condition due to extreme intoxication. When patrol officers arrived, they found the man lying in a vulnerable state. He was unable to properly stand, walk, or communicate clearly. Officers attempted to speak with him, but his condition was so severe that he could not respond in a coherent way. Police stated that rather than leaving the man at risk of harm, robbery, or medical danger, they decided to assist him immediately. The patrol team carefully helped him up and transported him to Pattaya City Police Station for his safety. Officers explained that their main priority was to ensure the man was safe and could recover in a controlled environment. After arriving at the station, police waited for the man to become more responsive. Eventually, officers were able to gather enough information to confirm that the tourist was a Norwegian national. With the patrol team's assistance, the man managed to contact his wife by phone. Police helped explain the situation to her, ensuring she understood where he was and why he had been taken to the station. Later, the wife arrived and safely collected him, taking him home. Authorities confirmed that no charges were filed in this case, and officers stated clearly that the situation was handled as a welfare matter rather than a criminal issue. The incident ended peacefully, and officials noted that the quick response likely prevented further danger to the tourist. Police also reminded visitors that Pattaya's nightlife environment can become risky when alcohol consumption becomes excessive, and they encourage tourists to drink responsibly and travel with friends whenever possible. And finally tonight, we move to an important update from Pattaya City Hall involving budget planning and subsidy requests for the upcoming fiscal year. On the morning of April 9, 2026, Pattaya City officials held a formal meeting to review subsidy proposals for the fiscal year 2027 budget. The meeting took place at 9:30 a.m. in Meeting Room 242 at Pattaya City Hall. The session was chaired by Mr. Wutisak Roam Kitkarn, Deputy Mayor of Pattaya City. Also in attendance was Mr. Kiatisak Sriwangchai, Pattaya City Clerk, along with department leaders and committee members responsible for evaluating public subsidy requests. During the meeting, officials reviewed multiple project proposals submitted by various agencies seeking financial support through the Pattaya City budget for fiscal year 2027, also known as BE 2570. City officials noted that many of the submitted proposals were not new, but rather requests for continued funding of projects that had already received subsidies in previous years. Because of this, the committee agreed that stricter documentation would be required before any approvals could be considered. They stated that agencies applying for continued subsidies must provide full performance reports showing what was accomplished with earlier funding. In addition, agencies must submit clear records detailing how previous budgets were spent. The committee agreed that each subcommittee would formally request supporting documentation depending on the status of each project. For projects already completed, agencies must submit complete reports outlining results and measurable performance for the current year. For projects still ongoing, agencies must submit progress updates showing the current stage of implementation along with a summary of what was completed in the previous year. All submissions must include official supporting documents and follow proper administrative format. Officials stated that the purpose of these requirements is to ensure transparency, accountability, and public benefit. The committee emphasized that subsidies will only be approved for projects that demonstrate clear value to Pattaya residents, follow legal procedures, and meet city standards. Among the proposals reviewed were projects related to public order and safety in Banglamung district, drug prevention programs, and support for police operations, including the purchase of urine drug testing kits. There were also funding requests connected to royal ceremonies and official celebrations. In addition, proposals included road accident prevention campaigns during festivals, animal welfare projects focused on stray dogs, and emergency medical training programs in cooperation with rescue organizations. Other proposals involved support for the Provincial Red Cross chapter, youth development programs, and vocational support projects for people with disabilities. The committee also reviewed proposals connected to cultural heritage conservation, infrastructure development, underground electrical cable installation projects, and possible expansion of the tap water distribution network within Pattaya City. After reviewing the list, the committee stated that some subsidy amounts may be adjusted or reduced. Officials explained that the goal is to prioritize projects that show genuine cooperation with Pattaya City and provide direct benefits to local communities.
They also stress that agencies must improve the clarity of their proposals, comply fully with required documentation rules, and ensure all activities meet city policy standards. Deputy Mayor Wutesak Roemkitkarn also delivered a strong message regarding future subsidy requests. He stated that in coming budget years, agencies applying for city subsidies must organize their funded activities strictly within Pattaya city boundaries. The reason, he explained, is to ensure Pattaya residents receive the maximum benefit from Pattaya's budget allocations. He added that projects which cannot clearly explain their purpose, or projects that are not directly implemented within Pattaya, may not be considered for funding in the future. The city's goal, he said, is to make sure public money results in visible and meaningful improvements for the community. So, once again, Pattaya officials are signaling stronger oversight and stricter requirements for subsidy approvals as the city prepares for its 2027 fiscal planning. And that brings us to the end of today's Pattaya News Update. We covered police investigations into a scam dang targeting tourists, a late-night raid at a luxury KTV venue, a walking street welfare incident involving an intoxicated foreign tourist, and Pattaya City Hall's review of major subsidy requests for next year's budget. As always, we encourage everyone to stay aware, stay safe, and follow local updates closely. If you are visiting Pattaya, remember to protect your valuables, avoid risky situations, and report suspicious activity to local authorities immediately. This has been Pattaya Info, bringing you the latest reports from Pattaya, Thailand. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you again in the next update.